Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm Stephanie if you're new here. So I just got done with my large family grocery haul. I talked a little bit of us doing food pantry in that video. This is one of our pantries out in our garage. We have another one off to the side. We also store a bunch of freezers out here. We have one fridge freezer combo out here. And then we have two freezer chests, two stand-up freezers out in our garage. And that's where we store all our frozen stuff. I'm going to share a little bit with you guys. You can see that we have some empty spots here, and I got some stuff to fill these voids. I have everything over there too that I have a little bit, I think, for that up there also. So this is what we store out here. We have all our like ketchups and dressings, and we have a lot of it down here too. Our sauces, our seasonings. Eventually, maybe we'll think of something different when it comes to our seasonings. I could actually move this over into my pantry area out in the garage. This area is more our food storage area where we want to do for emergency food storage. So I really don't need probably these seasonings and stuff over here. I could probably put this in my area if I organize that a little bit different. So I might be doing that today in today's video. I'll see if I have the energy to do that today, because I have a lot of stuff on my kitchen table right now that needs to come out here. And that would be a big job for me to take all this off and move it over, but maybe I'll do that. So that would probably make more sense for us to get this out of here and store more stuff in here. But I'll have to go over that and kind of process that and see how I think about that. But so we have our canned meat that we keep out here, SpaghettiOs, olives, tomato soup, our beans go down here. And then, like I said, we have our sauces and cheeses and stuff, our peanut butter. And if I clear up this shelving, I think I could get more on there. And then we have our honey, our canned meat, spaghetti, and then beef stew and pizza sauce down in the corner. And then more canned meat. And then up above, we have a lot of our oils, our lard, our vinegar, our dish soap, and some other like candles. We do a lot of emergency prep too. So we have all our medicines and different things up there. We also have more stuff off to the side that I don't always share on my videos. But we have a lot of food storage stuff that we like to have on hand. We also have all my canning stuff that is down here. That's another reason why I'm out here today, is we have all these jars and all this stuff just crowding Lauren's area out here. And I think it would just be better if I were to take all of these jars out of here, organize it a little bit nicer, and put them in a different area so that we can walk in here. And I think it would just be a lot better. So follow along. If you guys have any questions on some of the stuff that we do, leave them in the comments down below and I will do my best to answer them. But otherwise, let's get started today. I have a lot to do, and if I'm moving all of them seasonings, I'm going to have less time. I have to get this done within an hour, and hopefully I get done in time. All right, so I'll start out a little backstory on why we decided to store food. And one of the reasons is when COVID hit, we decided that we wanted to make sure that we had enough food on hand if something were to go bad and the stores were only allowing people to grab 1 or 2 cans of food at the time and even milk at the time. So we knew that with us having 10 people in our house and even our older kids, that we wanted to make sure that we had enough food on hand for everyone if something were to happen. So we started saving just a couple cans of food here and there. We would grab like 2 or 3 cans every time that we went grocery shopping. We didn't even have this extra pantry at the time. We just had a little shelving system out in the garage that I will show you in a little while. But that's mainly what we started with. We started out just getting canned goods. We didn't even start out by getting jars of anything yet. So we started out probably like, I want to say like 3 years ago, with storing out food. So yeah, around COVID time, I think it was, maybe even a little bit before that. One of the things that really made me nervous around COVID was when there was a toilet paper shortage and we didn't know if we were going to have enough toilet paper for our family. And one of the things was I came to Lauren and I was like, hey, I really think you need to go different places and you need to pick up toilet paper before we don't have any. And he pulled me out in the garage and he showed me that he already was saving paper towel and toilet paper, and he had stuff in our garage. So we decided that we wanted to build off of that and have stuff on hand. Now we have other things that I really don't share on my channel when it comes to our food pantries and things that we store out in our garage. So we have two sections that we like to put certain food items. A lot of it in this section is mainly our emergency food pantry. So we will pull off the shelves when we need to. And every time that we go grocery shopping, we will add 1 or 2 cans of a food item back onto the shelving system. So right before I go grocery shopping, I either take a picture of both of our pantries and I look over what is missing, and then I add it to the grocery list. I took all my seasonings down. I have them in a box down below. So we're going to see what I can do here as in organizing this. I have things that are kind of in order, but also could be better in order if I just took the time and do that. We have a lot of sauces. I'm going to keep the salt and pepper and stuff off to the side. That's just going to stay there like that. But everything else just needs to be organized. For the lighting again, that's just how it has to be for right now. So we have dressings and stuff up here, and we have dressings and stuff down here, and that all needs to be organized and put together. We might not be the traditional food preppers, but we wanted to start out somewhere with having whatever we could on hand for our family. We would just add whatever we thought would be important for our family or things that we really enjoyed that we wanted to have on hand on a regular basis. So as we continued to store food, we just saw that we needed certain items that we used more than others. And then we decided to tie in food grade buckets into storing larger amount of things like our cornmeal, our rice, our flour, our sugar. I actually had a follower mention that I needed to probably invest in some food grade buckets for our sugar and our flour because I was storing everything in mason jars and filling up my shelves way too much with that, and using the food grade buckets are so much easier when you're storing large amounts of bulk food. So we ended up doing that, and then the last 2 years I've been learning how to can food. So I only have a really little stockpile of canned goods. I'm still learning, and I'm still gonna keep going and add more and more to our shelves as I learn how to can up more stuff. So I usually will can up some hamburger, and I did applesauce this year, and we also have done soup and some salsas, and what else did we do? Some banana bread, and just little kind of odd things that maybe other people wouldn't think to can up, and that's kind of what we want on our shelf. So me and Lauren decided that these are the things that we wanted for our food, for our family. Then we ended up branching out and buying bent and dent refrigerators and freezers, and that way we can store more of our meat. We are going to butcher our cow this next coming year, and then we also have butchered our pigs in the past, and we also are going to be doing that soon. And then we also are butchering our chickens. So we have a lot of freezers that we need to store the things that we raise around here and the things that we want to store in the freezers. This is what it looks like when you walk in. It's very narrow, but we have food on this side, and eventually we'll put food on the other side. But for right now, this is what Lauren has set up. So we have all our barbecue down there. We have our salt, our chicken bouillon. What? No, the other stuff is gonna go over in that pantry. So if you want to slowly bring it out, if you can, that'd be awesome. And if anybody wants to help you, they don't have to, but you can ask. Okay, so we have our sauces over here. I'll ask Lauren if he wants me to do something different. Kind of our baking stuff over here. We have lemon, vanilla, corn syrup. I'm going to be making something with all of this, so that's why we have so much of that. Soy sauce, ketchup, and then sauerkraut. We have like tartar sauce, cocktail sauce, We don't always do a lot of gravy like that, but I need that for a recipe. One thing is salsa. We'll make our own salsa. And then our hot sauce, our dressings, and then just toppings. I haven't tried this yet, and I think I got it at Sam's Club, and I'm excited to try it because it sounds so good. I just haven't looked into a recipe yet on what I want to use it with. We have can openers, extra ones just in case, because we've ran into that before where we don't have any can openers or they broke, and we wanted to have extra on hand. Also on this side, we have our beans, like I said before, Sloppy Joe's, SpaghettiOs, so I filled that up again. I need to get more of the canned chicken. We do a lot of canned chicken sandwiches. We have our black olives up there. And then we have more of the beef stuff down below. I have our pizza sauce. They didn't have a lot of pizza sauce when I went on for my order. So I only have that, which is kind of, I don't know. We'll figure that out. Eventually, I want to make my own. I do have some stuff stored in these buckets for pickling our eggs. We do storing of our eggs. We have them down here. They have the shell on, so they're not pickled eggs, but you are pickling them to make them last longer, if that makes sense, with the shell on. I have our tomato soup right here. Like I said, our beans and a syrup. And then we have like Spam and lunch meat and stuff. That probably could get filled up a little bit more too. He likes to have that on hand. And then for over here, we have all our ketchup. And then we get sriracha ketchup and stuff over here. So I took all the canning stuff out of here besides my water bath canners and my lids and rings. And I took all the jars out of here. I have a few down on the ground that I just need to move out and put in some boxes. I'm going to have Lauren help me with that and put that up on another shelf out in the garage. The thing that we like to do is make our own laundry soap. So we have a lot of laundry booster, the washing soda, and then the borax. I also get some soap shreds from a local goat farm that we kind of blend up and mix in with a cup of borax and a cup of laundry booster, and that's how we make our laundry soap. I'll leave the videos down below on a couple different videos that I've made our laundry soap in. So that cleared up our whole area of jars. So we just have our food grade buckets. These are our seasonings. I'm going to put them on the shelf. I will show you our other pantry. But in these buckets, we have dried milk, flour, sugar. We have different packages. He has coffee in some of these. We have cornmeal. And what else do we have? Rice, oatmeal, cornmeal, ramens, powdered milk. And then he has, I think, rice and stuff in here. And then some of these are the sugar and flour also. And then we have the Mrs. Wages stuff in here. And I think he has more coffee and stuff in here. But that is this pantry.
All right, so now we're going to move on to the other pantry that we have out in the garage. This is the area that we use more on a regular basis. But this I'm going to organize because I'm going to be bringing all the seasonings and stuff into this area. So that's what I'm doing. I find that this was probably a lot nicer to have the seasonings out in this area because it was a bigger area for me to work with and store it all in. So I think that's going to work out just fine with adding that all up there, and we'll just keep track of what we have up there. I do need to do a pantry list of everything that I have in our pantries. I still haven't done that yet. I do have a printable pantry list that's available down in my description. It's in my link tree, and you guys can go check it out. I have some other stuff in there right now with homeschooling for the kids. I have some printables for early learners. If you guys are interested in any of that, I think everything is half off. I also have my air fryer printable in that same area if you guys are interested in air fryer recipes. All right, so now I'm on to this shelving system. This is where we put a lot of our tomato paste, tomato sauce, and all of that. So mainly on this shelving system is just canned goods. Some of the canned goods that we store in The other section is just things that we want to keep on hand on a regular basis. This also, but we might mix this shelf up just a little bit different sometimes than the other pantry. So I'm just restocking everything that I got from the grocery store. I did notice that I needed to get more things. So I did go put in another Walmart pickup order, and I got more carrots and more Hormel nacho cheese, some more tomato sauce, enchilada sauce, and I kind of filled back up the areas that needed it. I do need to, I think, get more corn, and I did get some mandarin oranges and stuff to fill the bottom here with fruit. So we have a big selection of fruit in the can. We also buy fresh fruit for our grocery hauls, and throughout the month we will pick up fresh fruit and vegetables.
So down below we have applesauce, baking soda, vinegar, and different things, random things down there. I don't really have that organized very well. We are using our garage for other things, so things get a little dusty out here, but this is the only area that we have to store food, because in the garage area, like where we live, there's not a lot of areas to store food. Okay, so I'm going to try to explain it just a little bit better. So in the garage, so we are out in the garage, but in the garage where we live, so the other part that we live, there's cabinets and stuff, and we store a lot of our plates and cups and everything like everybody else does. We have pans, and the kids have drink cups that they like to store that are just like cups that you would pack up if you want to go on a walk or whatever. We have a cabinet for that. I have a cabinet just for all of my pans and stuff that I use. And then we have our seasoning cabinet that turned into our bread cabinet. And then we have food and stuff in this other cabinet, like our soft shell tacos, our tacos, stuffing, pancake mix, and that is all next to the stove and stuff. And then we have one corner cabinet, and that is our salt, our pepper, baking soda, cornstarch, vanilla. That's where we store all of it for our everyday use. Out here in the garage is our emergency pantry stuff, where we store long term. So what we have in the house is we have another full cabinet, and that's all my homeschool stuff. We have a snack pantry. I'm going to bring you guys in the house, and I'm going to show you that. That also needs to get organized. We're going to do all of that today just because I went grocery shopping. That video should be out, and you guys should have already seen that video. And you guys can see all the food that I got for our pantries and the things that we use our food for. So right here is our can pantry, and then I put everything out over here as in flour, sugar. So this is where I have stuff jarred up that I don't have in food grade buckets. So we took some of this and we put it in food grade buckets. I had a follower state that it probably would be better if I just had one big bucket full of stuff, which that helped out a lot. We have dehydrated stuff up there. We have noodles and beans and oatmeal and rice. And then I put my seasonings up here instead of in Lauren's pantry. That just works out nice. And then I have my applesauce. We have hamburger soup. And then I also can up hamburger. And then we have potatoes in the back. And we have jellies and jams and all of that there. As I can up more stuff, I will make more room for that, like our pizza sauce and stuff, if I get to that this year, which I'm hoping to be able to still do that. But I will make room for that up here. And down here, we have pancake mix. We have more pancake mix, dry milk. We have cornmeal, brown sugar. This is whole wheat. We have bread flour in these. We have self-rising back there. We have sugar. This I have to move. And then I have soup-based stuff right there. And then I have ranch seasoning, and then I think I have onion soup mix back there that I made up for me to be able to just grab instead of buying it from the store. I still buy stuff from the store. I do a little bit of both. We are trying to transition. We're a little late in the game as for starting this. We started a couple years back, and we're just trying to get caught up. So I just started canning last year, so a lot of people that have already canned already have their big supply of food and stuff. But for us, we just started about a year or two ago with canning and then dry canning. We do a lot of dry canning too, so for food storage. So hopefully I was able to fill you in with everything that we do for our emergency food pantry. Now, if you guys want to start your own, I suggest buying 2 cans of extra canned goods every time that you go to the store. We try to do 4 extra cans of canned goods. I do need to get more stuff, so I'm going to turn you guys around and I'm going to show you everything that I got for this grocery haul and things that I missed and things that I need to get yet. All right, for the pantry that I have over here, we have fruit cocktail back there, or we have fruit cocktail, we have peaches, and we have pears in the back. I do need to get mandarin oranges, so I have an open spot right here. We don't use a lot of soup stuff right here. If I make soup, I make it homemade, but I did have to get a couple fresh cans because I'm going to be doing some recipes and stuff with that. We also have some Hormel chili. We do a lot of queso. We mix this together. You can also add some jalapenos to that to make some queso. I got our jalapeno peppers for our sourdough bread. I do need to get more corn, so that is one I need to put on the list. I have whole potatoes. They go all the way back. And I have evaporated milk, sweetened condensed milk. That is to make our homemade yogurt. We have whole cranberries. I've been making recipes with that. That is delicious. We have all our pie fillings in the back row of this. We are kind of cramped right now when it comes to our shelving system. We don't have a lot of room out here to be able to work with, but this is what we got. I got 2 cans of crushed tomatoes, which I need to add more on my pickup order because we need more of that. We have our Hormel. Okay, what is that? Okay, we have our Rotel, and I need to get more of that. We have some tomato sauce. We have enchilada sauce, which I need to get more of that. I have a lot of tomato paste that goes straight back. We have a lot of beans, chickpeas, black beans, and everything goes over there for beans. Down here we have sweet peas, carrots, 2 cans. Need more. Mixed vegetables, we don't do a lot with that, but I need to get more sweet peas, more carrots. We have all of this. Back is green beans. Thing that I have on this pantry, and then I just need to add the extra when I do another pickup order.
All right, so I'm going to restock the shelves here quick. This is from the extra Walmart pickup order that I got just so I could refill the areas that needed it. I'm going to do this really quick, and we are going to move on to our house pantry. Okay, so this is our snack pantry. Inside, we store a lot of our chips and just more of our snacky stuff in here. I also will store our gravy and mixes in here. And then down below, we have some drawers that the kids have their snacks in too. So like granola bars, graham crackers, ramen noodles, and all of that. So this is the one cabinet that we store all of that in. We don't have any other cabinet that we store any of our snacks in. This is mainly it. So whatever I can get in this area is what we have for that. And down below in the drawers is mainly for the kids' snacks. So we have granola bars and ramen noodles and graham crackers and stuff like that down below.
top, on our top shelf, I have a couple of these little containers. I ordered these from Walmart about a year or so ago when I rearranged this cabinet. So in here I have fajita sauce, taco seasoning, Instapot, air fryer, recipe stuff, spaghetti mix, and then I have tuna, which my tuna is gonna go in this one, and I'm gonna take my white chicken chili and put it in that one. I think that would make more sense with our seasonings. And then I have a little can of smoked salmon, which I think I have another one over on the table that I could add to this. And then we have like one sheet pan recipes and more seasonings in there. As for our Kool-Aid, we only have a couple packets in there. I don't always make Kool-Aid, but I could probably get more. And then as for our gravy, we have brown gravy, turkey gravy, au jus gravy, and that is it in here. So I could probably get a couple more of them. I just added all the oatmeal. So we have regular oatmeal or maple brown sugar. We have regular, and then we have dinosaur oatmeal. These are fun for the kids. And then we have our Pop-Tarts in here. And in this one, we have all our dried fruit and stuff in there. In the back, I have some Mexican hot chocolate. We have some protein instant coffee from Jave. This is really good too. And then in this one, we have our popcorn. So I have all our popcorn in here. And then our nacho cheese, some hot bean dip, and then some jalapeno cheese that we keep over here. And then down here on the bottom is our chips. I also have our package of gum stuff that I just shared with you guys. So all our gum is in there. Our peanuts. And then I have some breadcrumbs here, regular crackers. And then I'll show you our snack area down below. But this is our chips and stuff here. So all of the chips that are back here, so all of these chips that are not used have been in here for a month or two, or from birthday parties or parties that people have given us chips. So a lot of times we end up not using these, or the kids just don't like it, and then we end up giving it to the animals or to the chickens. So I have that mix down there. This is a good one. The ones that are open stay in here. The kids are supposed to be eating these first before they open up a new one. But we need to separate all of that. I need to pull the used ones out and put in here. And then I have more like random stuff on the table yet that I need to mix into this. So we have a lot of candy and stuff off to the side, and that we are going to be making a fun recipe with the kids with that. I'm gonna also share it on my channel because I feel that it's a nice fall like snack for the kids. And yes, it's gonna be sugary and it's gonna be fun and it's gonna be super yummy, and I'm gonna share it with you guys in another video. But for today, I need to get this pantry done. The kids are waiting for me to finish up, and we are gonna end the video soon. I just need to get this all organized, and that is pretty much it for today. So let me just finish this up. I'm gonna come back on and we can talk about a little bit more of what I have down below. I'll share that with you in just a minute. All right, that is everything for my pantry. We have it all nice and organized now. Everything down below is organized in the kids' snack stuff. I have a mess on the floor that needs to be organized and put out to the animals. They will get all the extras that we won't be using. But yes, so I do have to clarify, yes, things get wasted around here. Not that we want to waste them, but we are going to give this to the animals, and this is partially garbage too, so whatever packaging and stuff that we threw on the ground from packing up. But not that I have to justify it, I just know that some people might be a little nervous with all the food being wasted and stuff. But usually a lot of this we get from people, from birthdays and different things, and some of the stuff just was never going to get used. And then I got some stuff from my mom that also we might not be using, so that is just going to all go to the pigs and the chickens and stuff. But that's pretty much it. And then now this is organized. I like that we have everything stocked for the month of September. My kids don't go through a lot of the snack stuff, so pretty much what I get for this area of our house, that is pretty much it for the whole month. We don't get any more until the next time that I go grocery shopping, which is in the beginning of the month, and that will be October. But everything else that we have in the house is fruit, and our meals and everything that you guys saw out in the garage is mainly what we eat on a regular basis. I also didn't share our fridge and freezers with you, but we have a lot of food and stuff in there also. But that is everything that I wanted to share with you guys today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.